I guess, you know, you could argue this kind of thing forever. I think we certainly influenced the process, which is sort of maybe more, a higher calling, more something that, you know, writers and journalists would hope to do. We wouldn't want to engineer, you know, the election or really...
The results.
Right, but, and I don't think we kind of tried to balance it. We liked certain people. You know, I like certain people personally.
But
as
you know,
friends.
that never came. I wouldn't know if you lived here, and you guys don't. You don't live in the city, but I wouldn't know who you were for or who you were against by your writings.
Right.
And you were one of the most impartial or readers of alt-right.
Right.
You
I'm
have
on the election board.
Right.
So I had to be. I mean, people would ask me, and
so from you, that's pretty high
well,
praise.
and I mean that. I had no. You know, one day you wrote about one candidate or one incumbent, and the next day you wrote about another one, and I thought it was fairly balanced. I would have no idea who you guys were for or against.
I think in a small town that has an election every 2 years and is used to a slower pace to the election, there's not really a campaign to speak of, except for people going out and kind of doing footwork.
Right.
I think this was something very different, where they had something every day that they could look and say, "Geez, what?"
It was. It gave somebody. It gave the people something to look forward to.
Even if it was a small group, you know, of core readers, we were getting a lot of. And the days up to the election, it was sort of a broad audience.
Well, I can tell you from my personal point of view, when I clicked on the Dagger and I saw the same story, I was kind of like a little disappointed. You know, I was hoping there'd be a new story.
So were we at times.
So were we. We had a rough couple of days there at some point.
There was a little dry spell there, but you know, and I was disappointed. I think I speak for a lot of people that they wanted to see something new, and you guys did come through. I mean, you really did. But you know, I mean, I would click on often, and they'd be like, "Oh, I read that," you know.
And I agree with Matt. I mean, we might not have changed who won or who lost. You know, it likely would have been the same with or without us. But the fact that we had hundreds, if not thousands, of people showing up, reading our stuff, talking amongst one another every day, and if we weren't there, what would they have been doing?
Right.
Like, probably nothing.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you raise a dialogue in a democracy, and that's got to be a good thing. Yeah.
Absolutely.